Grand Prosperous Rising. Um, so I don't know how this video gonna go. I ain't even gonna hold you, okay? Um, I had a crazy dream about a midget, which I'm scared of midgets for whatever reason. Um, that I came out the shower and then a midget appeared and had his hand on my butt, scared the trash out of me. Then my daughter, her young friend, which is a little girl, she was there. I'm like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm like, you so young. What do you, with this grown man? She like, I look little, but I'm 27. I'm like, what? Yeah, weird dream. Yesterday I seen a video with a young girl. She's not young anymore, she's older, but she was saying how she was molested until she was from 5 to 12 by her brother. Um, Today I went on my run, my power walk this rising when I got up. A young lady fell and twisted her leg, and I could see that she was hurt. So she's stubborn like me, and she's like, no, I got it. I'll be okay. I'm going to get it, but she's crying, and I could see she hurt. So I said, I'll walk with you until you get home. So I walked with her, and she started to tell me her story about how, she'd been molested since she was a young girl, and how her mother didn't do anything because her mother's husband um, paid the bills in the house, so she didn't want to not have a place to live. Um, a lot of us are as young girls or young boys, and then when you get married, your wife or your husband takes advantage of you as well, because women do the same thing. And when men don't want to have sex with their wives, they'll go out and cheat with another man and say that it's your fault that they did it because they couldn't control their sex drive. But meanwhile, it's because they have an entity on them. It's a demon on them. I don't know where this video is going to go. Most High got my words. Yeah, a lot of you have experienced incest with your families, cousins, when they want to play hide and go get it. I did a video about that not too long ago. Play house. That's why my children aren't allowed to play any of that. I don't even have them around certain people. Yeah, molested by your cousins, molested by your siblings, molested by your step siblings, male and female, molested by your aunts and uncles. And a lot of you keep quiet because when you speak out, everybody shuns you like the black sheep. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. They think that you're trying to stir up trouble because you're trying to heal, because you're trying to speak your truth. When things happen to you as an adult, they tell you to get over it as well, because that's what they're used to, sweeping things underneath the rug. Nobody's supposed to speak their truth. You're supposed to let the evil prevail over you. You be in the house with multiple siblings. Back in the day, there would be multiple siblings. And then if it was one or two, oh gosh, and you probably was tore up, because then that one or two people was always on you, and you better keep it quiet. And then if it's a group, oh gosh, cousins and step siblings and all of that, they all want to jump on you as well. They want you to have intercourse with your own sister, your own brother, and with younger children. They want you to do things to younger children. So now that lust demon comes on you. And some of you avoided it. Some of you would act like y'all hunching, but don't, because you didn't want to be a part of that. But you didn't want to be gang essayed either. I think Most High has me doing this video, because I'm starting to get emotional. I think Most High has me doing this video to say, speak your truth. That a lot of you have become the thing that you hate. A lot of you have become that lustful demon. A lot of you have become what you hate. You have become the perpetrator, the one that hurt you. You have become a lot of people when you speak to people, not everyone, I'm not going to say everyone, but most people that I've spoken to that are LGBTQXYZ, whatever it is, um, they've become that because they were SA and they did not speak their truth. They had to keep it in. Their first orgasm came from incest or a cousin or a stepbrother or a stepsister or that older man or that older woman that took advantage, or that aunt or that uncle. Their first feeling of when you're supposed to have that with someone you love, that energy, that burst of was with someone that they never would have wanted to be with. So their mind is misconstrued. Their mind is tore up from it. They don't understand the difference between sacral energy exchange and demons entering you, and when somebody is doing something to you while you feel depleted. Now all of a sudden they don't feel depleted no more, because now they've become that entity. They become that demon. Now when they leave people, they feel depleted and they have this burst of energy because they're feeding that demon, that entity. Speak your truth. That's all I'm hearing, is speak your truth. Don't let something consume you. Don't become what you hate. You never know who you could help from your story. I'm not laughing because of this. I'm not, because I feel like crying because of it. But it's like the way that came out. Like, I named my page, my business, Your Story, because I feel like we're all connected in some way, and that we all supposed to help each other with our truths. We're all supposed to share our experiences, our life, so that people know how to get through things. And I always ask Most High to use me, because I'm an open book. I don't try to hide things or shove it underneath the rug, because if you are always deceitful, how can the divine use you? But yeah, I got on here for that. I just came from my run, and it was like all week. And so just a lot of things I've been seeing. A lot of women have been hurt. A lot of men speaking out about their experiences and how they became, LGBTQ, XYZ. At first they started off as DL, and then they, and then some of them are coming out of it because they're finally speaking their truth. It's just I seen that all week, all last week. And then today when I was on my power walk, and when I woke up, that crazy dream, I'm like, what is that about? I'm like, I didn't eat nothing crazy. When you eat crazy, you have crazy dreams. But I haven't been eating anything crazy. I rarely eat crazy stuff, period. So, like, I don't know when the last time I had a candy bar. Like, seriously. Like, I rarely eat crazy. So, I'm like, where did that dream come from? And then it's just confirmation with the young lady. I had to sit here and think about it. And, Most High said, get on there and just speak. I'm going to guide you. Most High always has a reason for things. This video is going to help somebody speak their truth, not be scared to walk on eggshells, not scared to be shunned in the black sheep because you out, your perpetrator, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt that touched you. A lot of times, people speak their truth and they are shunned. Nobody wants to talk to them anymore. Nobody wants to answer their phone calls anymore, because now you're stirring the pot. But I always tell people, I always have an ear for you. I always have an ear for you. I always will listen. Always. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That ain't on fire. I'm getting like some of you. I already said that though. Oh, and I'm getting the feeling like some of you, witness people being in incest. You being in incest. People are scared for you to tell. Oh, so what it is some of you were in incest, and then your siblings, because they were always sexually active, they had that demon on them at a young age. They tried to pimp you out to other people. So therefore, your other siblings, your other cousins, your other aunts and uncles would be okay with touching you, holding you too tight, putting their hands on you, grabbing your butt, your breasts, your your private areas. Because it was like your sibling was so promiscuous, they thought you were too. But you were just so innocent and pure. Oh, that's why that came up earlier about you having orgasms by people that you did not want, that you would have never, ever wanted that. But it distorted your mind about sex. Now you don't think of it as something sacred. You're just doing it for the orgasm. You're just doing it for the lust. Hmm. When you have sex, you can manifest beautiful things if you love that person. That's why the divine put it in a way that man and woman are supposed to be together. He didn't make Adam and Eve, or Adam, Eve, and Eve. It was Adam and Eve. Deuteronomy 17:17. If you have multiple wives, it's going to stray you from the source, from the Most High, because now you're moving in lust. But you always have a choice to move how you want to move. But if you are with someone you truly love, you can manifest beautiful things within your life. You can create beautiful things within your life. And a lot of you forgotten how sacred that is. And now it has just become something that you use, a lot of prostitution to get material wealth and gain from people, to scam people, to trick people, to take people homes and, get pregnant so that you can use your child as a prop. It has become very dark. A very dark thing. A lot of people out here have not only entities on them or demons on them, but also um, viruses, STDs. And they're not telling you because they figured somebody gave it to them, so they can give it to you. And you're so promiscuous, you hop from one person to the next person. By the time you figure out that you have something, you don't even know who gave it to you. Protect yourself. Love yourself. Practice self-love. Practice self-love. Affirm yourself every day. Make sure you and the Most High, the Divine Source, is locked in. Make sure you breaking curses off your bloodline. You have ancestors on the other side that's rooting for you. Do you know, a lot of people from your lineage, were tied to trees, put in SA farms, were, and then the ones that didn't have that experience, they just had abusive, spouses, marriages. You are free, not so free like, we prisoners of war, we still got to pay taxes and all this crazy stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, you're free to not have to be in that type of bondage. So choose you. Choose self-love. Choose self-love. Teach your children how to stand up for themselves. Make sure that you stand up for your children. Don't be like your father or like your mother that swept it underneath the rug, that still allowed those people to be around you after you told them what it was. Oh, because it happened to them too, or it happened to me too. So you got to deal with it. Oh, wow. Don't allow that. Don't allow that in your bloodline. Break the curses. Be what you seek in this world and not what somebody told you to be. Some of you were essayed by relatives, but your sibling, oh, back to that. Okay. Your siblings wanted to essay you as well, or either your aunts or uncles or your cousins were trying to make you and your sibling essay each other, so therefore it could be a secret within everything because you would always feel this shame upon you to bring it up. For some of you that happened, and that's why you feel so much shame and you do it to others. And for some of you it did not happen. It was like they put you in a bed with a cover and maybe you jumped on their stomach or they jumped on your stomach instead. Or you went into a closet and you just moaned and act like something. That is very graphic. But nothing happened. But some of you, it did happen. And that's why you have this shame on you. You have this shame on you. And that's how other entities are able to get within you. And that's why you stay quiet and walk on eggshells when things happen to you. That's why you turn a blind eye to things. That's why when things are happening to other children, you say, oh, they're just kids. Because that was what was said to you. I don't play that with my kids. I don't play that. But I get what's going on. This message is for somebody. I hope it helps you. Speak your truth. Always speak your truth. Don't let evil prevail over you. Do not become what you hate. Do not become what you hate. Your mind is distorted because of the orgasms. You don't think of it as something sacred, just the feeling that you're now chasing. And then you realize you can scam to get things from other people from it. I'm getting that song, and I don't even know the song, but the song with the Diddy's girlfriend, where she be scamming and pop them tags, that type of thing. Wow. I'm off of here. I'm getting off of here. All right. All praises to the Most High, the divine source, the God that's within you, the God that's within me, the God that's within all of us. Be what you seek in this world. Be the best version of you and love on yourself. Love on yourself so much. The love that you seek in this world, become it. All praises to the Most High.